anything, you should probably just know what it is. So you're going to look at this sign in between, and that's going to tell you if it's a hyperbola, okay, or an ellipse. Look, hyperbola and ellipse. See what I did there?
Oh, wow. That was really cool.
Cute little trick. Okay.
Very cool, thank you.
So this is a hyperbola, and because x is first, we are going to open horizontally. So one of the things that we need to state as a key feature for a hyperbola is the center. Our center is at the x value -1 and the y value +1. So -1, +1. Then we're going to square root denominators. So we're going to square root 16, and that's going to give us 4 in the horizontal direction. No, there's 4.
If I get them done in like 2 seconds.
And we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4.
It's straightforward.
In both directions from the center in the horizontal direction. Then we're going to square root 4, and that gives us 2. We're going to go 2 in the vertical direction. The reason we're going 2 in the vertical direction is because it's underneath y. So up 2, down 2. Okay. This is a hyperbola. After you put the points there, you take your points and create a box.
Can I make it really colorful? Because I can't look at it unless it's colorful.
That's fine.
Okay, can I have your orange highlighter? Or are you using
Then you're going to take a ruler and create asymptotes that go through your box and the center. As you can see, if you don't use a ruler, it's not as accurate.
Do you want me to do asymptotes all the way through the graph, like, to the end?
Yes.
It's ideal.
Yeah.
And then you're going to put your hyperbola in there. Wherever the hyperbola touches the box, that is a vertex. So we're going to identify vertices. Because this is a horizontal hyperbola, this is one of the vertices.
So you're fine with touching the actual dot?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, you are touching the actual dot. Correct.
I thought you said something about this.
Killing me right now.
Sorry. And then you're also going to do another little curve over here. And so that vertex is at, let's see, it's 4 to the left of -1, so -5. Okay, so that's the gist of the hyperbola.
Foci.
We have, we have asymptotes in there too, so you can find those
Yeah, don't
whenevs.
forget those bad ones.
So your asymptotes are in point-slope form. So the point it goes through is the center, so we're going to use y - 1 equals plus or minus whatever the slope is times x + 1 comes from here. Well, actually, the rise is 2, and the run is 4. So it's not the squared ones, it's the unsquared ones. So it's like B and A,
Yeah, okay. That's
or A and B, depending on the orientation of the
Wait, Miss Red,
hyperbola.
how come you went up and to the right instead
Because
of
it
like
doesn't really matter which
to
way
the
you
left
go.
or to the right and then down or?
Are you talking about when I'm identifying the slope?
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Oh, it doesn't. So
The
you
rise over the run. The rise is 2,
so
the
no
run
matter
is
what, I
4.
can just do that the whole time, like just
So
go
it's
up
two
and to the
or four,
right
one.
every time.
What do you mean? I
So,
don't
like,
think I
alright,
understand your question.
So for one of the problems, like for all the practice quiz,
Yeah.
I did it towards like one of the foci. I just did it towards the foci, not at the foci.
Did what?
The rise over run. So I went like this way. I went to the right and then down.
It's rise over run.
Okay, so just no matter what you go up.
Rise, yeah, up, and then run.
Alright, thank you.
So if our rise is 2 and our run is 4, that's 2 over 4, but that simplifies to 1/2. So we put 1/2 as our slope. Okay, foci.
See, this is where it screws me in the butt.
You have to know the foci equations.
Whoa.
You are either going to use a squared minus b squared equals c squared or a squared plus b squared equals c squared. Hyperbolas is a squared plus b squared equals c squared. Okay, so scooting up a little. A squared 16, b squared's 4, c squared is I don't know. This is 20. When you square root 20,
2 or 5.
you get
Thank you.
2 root 5. This is approximately, the square root of 20 falls between the perfect squares 25 and 16, so it's somewhere between 4 and 5.
Does this piece come off too?
4.5 perhaps? I don't know. Stop taking my cone away.
But I just want to know if this part comes apart too.
Yeah, it does.
It's broken.
And Jan away.
Alright.
Don't take my phone away.
So from the center, we are going to go 4.5 somewhere. Do we want to go up, down, left, or right?
We're gonna go to like the side.
Yeah,
left.
to the
And-
side.
and to the right.
So
Left and the right.
4.5 this way-ish, 4.5-ish this way.
Ish, okay.
Now when we state the coordinates of the foci, we had added the 2 root 5 and subtracted 2 root 5 from the center. So if the center is at -1, 1, we added and subtracted 2 root 5 to that point. We didn't add it in the vertical direction, we added it in the horizontal direction. So we took the x, which is -1, we added to go to the right 2 root 5, and we subtracted to go to the left 2 root 5 from the x coordinate. We did not change the y coordinate. As you can see, these points are still at the y value of 1.
My graphs are going to be so pretty. You're not even ready.
So a foci is
Next one is an ellipse.
I don't like when x is 0.
Sorry. You don't like anything. Why do you hate everything?
No, I just don't like the number 0. The idea of
So,
Okay,
when there's no parentheses, the coordinate is going to be 0. So there's no parentheses with x, so that means it's like x minus 0. So your center's at 0, -3, which is down here. We're going to go 7 in the vertical and horizontal, or I'm sorry, in the, that didn't make any sense, yeah. In the horizontal direction, so left and right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're going to go 3 in the vertical direction because that's what's under y. We're going to go up 1, 2, 3, down 1, 2, 3.
I have to like ellipses because they're hard to draw. Mine always looks really bad. Why do you make yours look so good?
Because she's a rep.
I'm just doing it slowly. You guys try to do it in like one swoop. Anywho, doesn't matter. The only other thing for ellipses that you need is foci. So for foci of ellipses, though, you use a squared minus b squared equals c squared.
And then the foci is inside of the ellipse. Because,
Yeah, right.
And then I figured it out because it's at the foci is outside the ellipse on the other one because it's plus. So it's going to be greater than the
Yeah.
vertice.
Yeah.
And then in this one, it's inside because you're subtracting, so it's going to be less.
Yeah. So when you subtract, you get 40 as c squared. So the square root of 40 is going to be c. And if we simplify this, we get just 2 root 10.
I was talking about like the. Never mind, don't mind.
The square root of 40 is approximately like 6.4, whatever. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and change. And then we're going to do that in both directions. Look, he makes a little face.
That helps you.
Look how cute he is.
See, think about it. The ellipse is like going towards each other on this one, and the ellipse are going away from each other in the other one.
So
Yeah.
what exactly is the definition of a foci?
Oh, you should look that up. Now we're going to
On my phone.
write the coordinates of our foci. We would
So it'd be plus
add
or
and
minus.
subtract 2 root 10 from the x coordinate. So instead of writing 0 plus or minus 2 root 10 comma -3, we can just write positive and negative 2
It
root
just says a
10.
fixed point.
It's a fixed point.
No.
That's only for the hyperbola. 'Cause that's all it said.
No, it
Right,
says
so-
one of.
Yeah, 2
It's
things.
fine.
This is an
Watch them
ellipse.
still try and
This
draw
is a
ellipse.
go. Okay. So for when the y comes first, you have to be careful with your center.
You know, technically the plus sign looks more like a hyperbole.
What?
No.
So,
It does, though.
Coach Rev,
So
the little guy that with the arrows is gonna
Yeah.
be like this.
yeah.
But
But this is an ellipse.
She's on acid right now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's an ellipse.
This one's an ellipse though.
See exactly what I'm talking
So-
about.
it's literally an ellipse, so there's like not even.
Plus sign means ellipse. But yes, you're correct for this one.
She goes.
Your x coordinate is -1. Your y coordinate is +2. So -1, +2.
I don't.
We will go 5 in the vertical direction.
Give
1,
me the
2,
one,
3,
but I
4,
don't like
5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I feel like taking it.
We will go 3 in the horizontal direction. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then we will make ellipse.
I can't though. Wait, are you gonna take points off if mine looks like a pickle?
Just you.
What if mine looks like a football? Isn't that
Yours
good?
looks like a potato.
Potato.
Some might look like
Do you guys
eggs.
remember the little potato guys on Disney Channel?
Foci.
Yes.
Oh.
Guys, we're never going to get through this.
Okay.
Foci are at a squared minus b squared equals c squared for ellipses. So we're going to do 25 minus 9 equals c squared, which is 16. So C is 4. So we're going to go 4 above
Wasn't the quiz gonna be as
and
easy as
below. Yes. Now, since your focus, or C, since that is an integer, we're not going to put -1, comma 2, plus or minus 4. That's dumb. We're going to state where they are. One is at -1, 6. You can literally see it up there. The other one's at -1, -2. You can see him down there. Okay? And the last one is a hyperbola. See, look,
I
hyperbola.
thought it was called
So this one's gonna be like
No,
this,
hyperbola.
I've been ready to get rid of
Hyperbole is a literary
The arrows are gonna
term.
be on the top and the bottom, not the side.
Yes.
Where Y comes first.
So when Y comes first, it opens vertically, like a Y.
Try on my hand.
Except it was literally an ellipse, so like.
Interesting.
So the center for this hyperbola is going to be at +1, 0.
You go.
So your center's at 1, 0, which is here. Your Y direction should be 6. I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we're going to go 8 in the horizontal direction because that's what's under X.
Wait, is there enough?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If there's not enough, you'll figure it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Honestly, full send.
This one's the
That
box.
was.
This isn't no.
Oh, I'm gonna say
quiz.
it's a hard ellipse to draw.
You can scale it at that point. I did it, and I'm like, wow, I really should have scaled it.
Well, I guarantee
You don't need to
someone's
scale
gonna
it,
get,
it's
like, a
fine.
0 because they're gonna switch up.
Since the Y is first, we just have to draw the
Well, it
Y.
looks better.
Wait, side note. I don't necessarily want you to scale it if it's got digits there. So if it says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, which it does, I don't want you to scale it. When I leave it blank, you can scale it. It has it on the quiz, so if it goes over, just like deal with it.
Wait, what? You said?
Gosh darn.
Through the center and the corners, we're going to put asymptotes.
My line isn't straight.
You'll use a ruler, that's why I provided one. Since Y comes first, this opens in the vertical direction. Okay?
Yours is so not close to the line.
Whatever, stop judging me.
You judged mine last time.
I did. Your asymptotes. I forgot my vertices. I'll put those
So,
over
Just
here.
my y equals.
Would the asymptote just be Y equals?
Yeah, Y
Not just
equals.
8 over 6.
It's gonna be
So
6 over 8. Rise over run.
So do I
So
always put the
3
first
over
one
4?
first?
So 3 over 4. Huh? Do you always put what?
The first one first.
You put
No,
the
You put
rise.
the y.
Wait, that's
You
not
put the
true.
Y.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
you
looking
put
at
the
the top.
Y.
Oh, because the Y is vertical.
You just
Yes.
always put
Yeah,
y
okay.
first.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes. And when you're doing asymptotes.
Yep. I forgot to state my vertices, so those are here and here. Those are 1, 6 and 1, -6.
Yeah.
And then we also have foci.
You would do 2 cups of coffee.
Wait, so for this one it'd be A
I didn't have any
squared
coffee this
I
morning.
did 2 cups of coffee this
You're
morning.
insane.
plus B squared, right?
Yes, so for hyperbolas, it's a squared plus b squared equals c squared.
Mr. Rob, how did you end up with 1, 6, and 1
What
negative
if you
6?
put vegetable oil over your thing?
Stop.
Oh, I get it. Never
This
mind.
is the
Yeah,
center, and I went up 6, down 6. That's where they happen to be.
My bad.
So a squared's 36, b squared's 64. When you add those together, you get 100. So c is 10. So that would be 10 above and 10 below.
Alright, let's start.
So I have a question before we start.
Yeah,
So when it's A squared minus B squared equals C squared?
yeah. You have to choose the bigger one
To go
minus the
first?
smaller one. Otherwise, it doesn't make any
It's gonna be a
sense.
negative.
Correct.
Then there'd be like I and then